Welcome to the Kaiju Network podcast, where we have a very healthy obsession with kaiju. This is our commentary on 2004's Garuda, a Thai kaiju movie, supposedly the first Thai kaiju film. I am your co-host Kent, and with me is your other co-host.
Jason, how's it going, peeps?
So, we are doing this crap fest. For those of you listening to the audio version, I just held up the DVD case of Garuda. I'm trying to remember. I think this was a movie that I purchased like 2005, I want to say.
I think. Well, actually, from what I've read, that it came over here in 2007, distributed by what we have is from Media Blasters or their subsidiary, Tokyo Shock.
That's not right because I remember I anyways bought my copy from Best Buy there when we lived in central Iowa. Our parents hadn't moved yet. They moved in the first part of 2007. And I know I had this movie for at least a couple years before they ended up moving. So wherever you got your information from, it's not necessarily accurate. But
Let me just double check here. Yeah, it says it was released in North America, video on demand in 2007, and later on DVD.
that's not correct. Because at the very latest, I got this in 2006. At the very latest. And I'm very positive I actually got it in 2005.
Yeah, oh well.
But anyways, this film, I think the last time I watched it anyways was when we covered it on our podcast for our discussion. I think that was 2013. And since then I haven't gone back to it.
Yeah, I can't even remember the last time, so you have a better memory at that. So that was basically the last time I watched this movie. So out of all the times I've had this film on hand, I've seen it at least 2 times so far.
Yeah, I think total I've seen this film, I think 4 times, and this commentary is going to be the 5th, I believe. The interesting thing about this film, and anybody who's ever watched it knows that this is a film that's sort of it not only tries to be a kaiju film, which I think it fails at, but at the same time it reminds me an awful lot of 80s action films from us in the United States. As you'll see, if you're watching this a movie with us with this commentary, it's very machismo, like you would see in 80s action films over here.
And plus, there's a lot of action cliches within the film too.
And this is a film that, of course, this is bad. But the interesting thing is that it's not really so bad that it's good. A film that falls into that category, I would say, is like Reptilian or 2001 Yongari, because it seems like with that film, the people knew what they were making, and they were making a fun film. These guys here with Garuda were being, I think, a little too serious, taking their material too seriously.
Yeah, because from what I was watching the making of the film, and you as well, that you've seen it, when the director was talking in the first few minutes of it, that he seemed to be a little bit serious, saying that he grew up watching the Godzilla movies, and he then talked to himself that there isn't any Thai kaiju related films, although with Chayo and everything, but that's another subject and everything. But he was wanting to do something about that. So then with this film here. He apparently made Thailand's first kaiju film, but to me, it's not really much of a kaiju film. It's more like a monster movie. If it's a kaiju film, the Garuda monster itself, it should have been much larger compared to the size that they have him as in this movie.
Well, and you had mentioned the making of, and the funny thing is that, and we were just discussing this before we came live, there was this scene that they showed from the movie where this guy had a cigarette in his mouth, but they pixelated the cigarette. And
Yeah,
we're
they
trying to
censored
figure out
it.
why that is. And the only thing we really could figure out is that it's possible Thailand may have really strict rules about showing people with cigarettes in their mouth, to material that may be shown to the masses. Maybe they have stricter rules about exposing that sort of material to children. I don't know, but that's the best explanation I could come up with. But look at this. And again, I'm sorry if you're listening to the audio version, you really can't see it. But apparently, these are awards that they are accepting here. It says official selection of the 2005 Brussels Film Festival, and then official selection of the 2004 Tokyo International Fantastic Film Festival. My guess is no one else applied to any of those things because this thing is crap. And you want to know how bad this thing is? Let's read the tagline for this film. The day God turns against men, lives will be sacrificed, faith will be destroyed. Dumb, because if I don't know of any religion or any culture where you pray to a god or a group of gods, and like either you have one god or many gods and they're all bad. Usually if you have multiple gods, you usually have a good guy and a bad guy faction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right. If this supposedly in this film is supposed to be God, your face should have been non-existent or destroyed eons ago. Stupid.
Yeah.
This is stupid. It makes no sense.
Yeah. Well, it's apparently based on a ancient Thai mythology, them doing research and everything on it. I think with Garuda, it's pronounced in a different name. It's like Paksa Wayu or something like that when it comes to translations in Thai and all that. But at least with the creature design itself, I would at least have to admit it's a pretty good monster design. I mean, no question about it.
It reminds me an awful lot of a griffin.
Yeah, but the way that they executed the monster itself, I think it deserved more than it should have been.
This whole movie deserved more than what it got.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about the goofy nerd guy. I mean, we'll get to it here. But like I said, it's not like Yongari 2001 where it's so bad it's good to where you can have a rip-roaring time with it because it's so bad. This one is so bad to where you only have maybe a few scenes in this movie where you could like laugh with it or whatever. But by and large, it takes itself so seriously that you can't help but to more or less be just kind of disgusted with it. But there are some funny scenes because and I don't know if they're supposed to be intentional or not, of the nerdy guy trying to hit on the girl, the main female of this movie. And one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie, it comes up a little bit later, but it involves him. And so obviously I'm not a fan of this film. It's unique. When I was thinking about this movie earlier was that there are some shreds of decent ideas in here, but a couple of the problems are that number one, they didn't take more time to really try to flesh them out better, because I think even despite some of the bad effects in this film, I think if they took a little bit more time to really flesh it out and to try to make it more unique, it could have been at least a relatively interesting film. But then, of course, execution just about across the board is not there.
Well, and
So,
I would also say the story or script itself, I think, should have been written or thought out, fleshed out better.
yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's turn off our cameras here.
All right.
So let me know when you kind of got your control in hand and you're ready to get going here.
All right, I got my controller on hand and the selections over the play button here.
All right, so here we are. We're at the main menu. Our little selector is highlighting play. So again, if you've been with us before, just hang tight for a moment. But if you haven't, I'm going to count down. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, go. And when I say go, that's when you select OK to start the movie. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Presented by Panasonic DVC
Even that looks crappy.
POV, point of view.
Every time I see POV, I think of pornography.
I don't know what you're thinking. I would at least have to say that
this beginning is really fun.
Yeah, the credits, I would say, is probably the most creative part of the film.
Yeah,
which is saying something.
Well, it's not original, but it really sets up something that makes this particular creature fearsome and feared.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I think about it, that was, I think, the thing I really gave this film props for like 6 years ago was this prologue.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like The Fallen. How did it survive all these years, though?
Just cause.
Why does everything have to start in a desert?
I don't think everything starts in the desert.
A lot of these that involve ancient monsters or artifacts tend to.
But yeah, I can remember a long time ago when we first heard about this movie. I've read up a bunch of stuff and went to their website many years ago. Thought it was going to be good, but then once we eventually saw it, I was like, no, it's not good.
Yeah, this is poopy.
Very poop-tacular.
This reminds me sort of the 2001 Yongri, in which they're in caves, and the head crazy guy is telling one of his workers to, strike that red sparkling light or whatever that is shining, and then the guy goes, okay, Okay.
Well, and also with the set and everything, somewhat reminds me of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
It's no Raiders of the Lost Ark, though.
Yeah, I know. Looks like Rodan.
It does. How does it explode?
I don't know.
Did he fart? As he like his
That's
pickaxe hit the rock and a spark and the methane? Like
that's quite the spark to ignite a thing of farts. Even reaching all the way to the campground there.
all those explosions and that guy somehow like survived.
Yeah. Well, both of them at least.
Damn it. There's no explanation as to why there were explosions.
Not like some sort of temple where it would at least make sense.
Yeah, and since we started doing these commentaries once a month over the last few months, including this one, we've done 3 goofy movies. And it's Super Inframan was goofy. The 1967 Yongari is crazy. This is crazy, but
Well,
so
at least
far
those
out of
with those two, they were at least entertaining.
right. That's what I was about to say. Was that I've heard people, especially this with the 67 Yongari film, really give those movies crap. And I tell you, those are masterpieces compared to this.
Well, this and the Yongari 2001.
I wouldn't necessarily go that far. I would say these Garuda and 2001 Yongari are 2 sides of the same coin. Yongari's so bad that it's entertaining. This one's so bad that you just kind of walk away feeling like you're gonna throw up.
At least we get our first casualty.
It came too late.
Purdy.
This setup takes way too long.
Well, just the shot itself. Don't leave me.
That'd be funny if he was the Garuda. Are you kidding me? This movie's an hour 54 minutes. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, you're right. 112 minutes. Leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep.
What's GPS? And yet somehow you got a job working in a quarry dealing with machinery that uses GPS to coordinate their drilling?
You must not be doing your job right.
This is why fracking's such a mess in this country.
Ah, damn it. Red light can't be good. Guy is so
You want to know
lax.
how expensive those things are?
Millions. Millions of dollars.
This is amazing. I don't remember much of this, if at all, from the movie.
Oh, it's just been years since we've last watched
I
this.
think my mind's trying to erase as much of this as possible.
Well, it certainly did a good job. Out of, what is it, 6 years of not seeing this movie? We aren't sure what we're looking at here, boys.
I'll eat you if you don't shut up.
It looks like solid poo.
We call that petrified moron.
Okay, that, I'm not sure what the whole fading out thing really does.
I should be having a beer with this. I haven't had a beer since January 23rd.
Yeah.
This would be a very good time for one.
Yeah, I haven't had one for about a couple weeks or so. But yeah, beer does sound pretty good right now. Maybe like a 12-pack.
I was thinking more of a Natty Ice 30-pack.
Oh, God. You and your cheap beers.
They knew this was so bad, they decided, you know what, let's have an American university represent the education this girl got.
The only downside is it's a Big Ten university.
It should have been from Rutgers.
It's like the nerd guy there. He doesn't even seem to understand what the hell's going on or what's being talked about.
That guy wouldn't know his ass from his elbow. I was just thinking earlier, like, if we were rediscussing this movie, I would like be tempted to shoot myself, but I'm like, because we're watching it together, I feel better about it.
Oh boy, I feel much better right now. Like, come on, I need to get on home fast so I can take my nap here. I'm not entirely sure what's...
Product placement. Sure, we
So
would like to
basically
have our beverage cups
protesting-
thrown at someone.
So they're basically protesting her dad for something with dinosaurs.
I guess.
It's like that's a little bit too extreme. Don't touch me, kid! I'm trying to cough
No
here.
need to cough, hold it in, and choke on it. He didn't die when I told him to choke it in. I feel no sympathy for you. I want to get in her pants.
That'll do, pig.
He reminded me of that Night Stalker from Cobra. Is civilized, isn't it? Pig. I'm a lover, father.
Like, okay, old man, just
giggity.
it's like, okay, old man, just get on out of here.
Yep. What a weirdo. I hide in shadows.
Because I'm a villain.
No one cares.
I'm noticing on my 4K TV on
The left side?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing it on mine too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the left side of the picture is just getting distorted. Like, I don't know, they have some kind of lens that was broken or something, or
Bunch of
what?
amateurs.
Look, kids, I'm trying to tell a bad story.
How dare you insult dinosaurs by simply talking about them?
I'm drowning in my sorrows. I don't care about anything anymore. I'm not sure what's going on over there.
I just posted something to your Facebook timeline I want you to see.
Oh, God.
It's great. You'll love it.
Oh, man.
More sexual Tyrannosaurus. Come back to Bangkok.
Stop picking on me, kids.
Name a city that is a pun. William, what is Bangkok? That is correct. That'd be funny if they all just fell and rolled down.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Oh,
Look at those CGI helicopters. What are they doing?
how was she able to get good reception from that when she's so far away from that phone's base?
Movies. A lot of times they just throw physics and science out the window.
Where's Uncle Witchy? You mean a warlock?
I get it. This is a military zone.
You know what? We should have done this with alcohol, like, because in that way we could have been drunk and talking about some real stupid stuff as we watch this.
Well, maybe next time if we watch another bad kaiju movie, then we should think ahead.
I'll be sure to come to the podcast already. Welcome to the Kaiju Network Commentary, Jason. Let's start 3, 2, 1, go.
That'd be a bit too early to be that sort of drunk.
Today we're watching. Hold on. I can't read it. The words are blurry. We are watching. Ah, crap! I can't see it. We are. We are watching some.
Come on, doofus. We're just watching a kaiju movie.
Oh, shame.
Giving you the look.
That guy. Somebody shot that guy's earlobe.
These guys look suspicious. Aha, you're trapped. Oh, I'm trapped too. Hey, dude, one question. Why so serious?
Have a pixelated cigarette. It'll calm you down.
Ten Hut 4. Yeah, at least they didn't pixel like the cigarette here.
That'd be funny if they did.
It
In an actual movie.
Oh my god, doing a slow motion, like trying to do a sexy like cigarette.
I think it's working. I'm a little turned on.
It sort of is. It's like this is the point of view from the nerd himself. That sort of tells you something.
What were they thinking?
Don't mind my earplugs, guys. We're doing some stuff down here. That's all. That's all I can say. Oh, don't mind this. It's just junk.
That guy's arms couldn't reach out that far.
Yeah, I was just wondering that myself. It's like the way that he was going back, like there was just no way he could have reached that far. What could it be? Dude, it's a skull.
The screaming skull?
You ruined it!
Marvel's got agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. These guys are agents of stupid.
Oh, not agents of stupid, agents of seriousness.
Agents of, are you serious? Oh.
Things are about to go down. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Yeah, we look totally badass doing this slow motion.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And then the nerd with his mouth open. Like, I have no idea what's going on.
Let's just cut to the chase. He's just here to die. And so that's what makes me happy. Can someone get a tray for that guy's lower lip?
He's probably going to start a river soon. You know, I would like to know how they got that tunnel driller out of that whole entire area. Must be some sort of gateway to the star system. You know, I think I realized that in one of the shots that there's no like imprint from where that skull was implanted within that rock, like in the middle of that rock.
Wonderful.
Close your damn mouth, dude. Yeah, see? Like it right in the middle, there should have been an imprint where that skull was.
You're not. You're practically stationary anyways. How are you going to get down there?
By blowing things up. Doing man things, that's what we're doing. Yeah, look at my big gun. Yes, you are.
This guy sweats bacon grease.
Oh yeah, enjoying my cigarettes. Looking sexy. Well, now it looks like that they show the imprint in the center.
Still inconsistent.
Yeah. Boy, they're really making these military guys looking all sexy in slow motion. I think
really
it's just
draw this out.
not really a good way. Especially
Remember,
if
kids,
they're
when you
like,
have a cigarette in your mouth, you are automatically cool.
looking so serious and badass too with
Why are we
scars.
taking so long to press this button?
Come on, dude, you should have lightened it up.
Too bad a rock didn't go through his skull. We'd have another casualty.
So that guy just freezing time?
So we're 30 minutes into this thing. That's a shame. So how did we get here? Like, why are there mercenaries down here? What made them think that, hey, we need to go down and investigate this thing? And
Yeah, you would think it would be more government officials or something trying to investigate the area instead of just like maybe paramilitary or mercenaries. I mean, why use all the resources just for something that maybe it doesn't exist?
that'd be funny if they had like all these tremors and things falling down. They went down there and it was nothing but an earthworm. I'm over 5,000. This guy's gonna kill me. I'm so thrilled.
I don't know what to do.
What a dumbass movie.
It seems to like to use the fade out quite a bit when it's really unnecessary. I'm gonna write a letter to your boss saying how bad you guys have treated me.
I should get a perm?
No, you're being annoying while I'm trying to work here.
With 2 flathead screwdrivers?
It'd been funny, like he does it, but then it was at the door with some kind of electric box, and then he shocks himself.
Either that, or he opens it up, but then the door closes, and he's like, doggone it. So then he spends a couple more minutes, he gets it unlocked, and then it closes again, and it just keeps going like that. He unlocks it and it opens, but then it closes shut again.
Oh my god.
Styrofoam tree is made out of styrofoam.
Let me get some more. No, I think I'm done. What the hell is that?
This Jim Henson's dinosaurs?
Maybe one of his Muppets? Sort of reminds me
I'm a
of
shark.
it's like that serpent reminds me of one of the dragons from D-War, or one of the characters from Primal Rage.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought of Dragon Wars. How did that guy get down there so fast?
I think that's just a flashback. But yeah, I remember watching that over at our parents' place when they recently moved about a little over 10 years ago at that small theater. And I was basically the only person in that room watching it, D-War.
I found illegitimate means of watching it, and I'm just like, what a waste of my time. That's the one movie we have yet to cover, and I don't even know if I can find it anymore.
It could. It should be. Should be on Amazon.
We're so not into this movie that we're just gonna surf the net.
You can honestly tell how bad this movie is, as literally we aren't paying much attention to this.
The thing is, and I mean, we've already said it a couple of times, like this movie in terms of pacing is just awful. And this is
Yeah.
a nearly 2-hour movie that shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm. It should have at least been like an hour and a half, or at least, or I should say maybe between an hour 15 and an hour and a half.
I'll do you one better. It should be 0 minutes. In other words, it doesn't exist. Okay, I guess, yeah, you can. The DVD's like $7 on Amazon.
For D-War?
Yeah.
At least that's not bad.
It's still a little too much for.
Well, for the Blu-ray, it's $9.74. And it's available for Prime too. Maybe that's what we should do one of these times before the end of the year, is at least commentate on Dragon Wars.
Wasn't this made in a different country?
South Korea.
Oh. But it's held in LA.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't seen the movie since I seen it in theaters about 10 plus years ago.
Yeah, I don't remember there being a whole lot of excitement with that one. Although, how long
Obviously,
is that
you could
movie?
tell when I mentioned watching that movie all by myself in that theater.
Well, it's 90 minutes, so that's more more up the alley of, of yeah.
I'm gonna stab him with this light fixture.
Too bad he didn't get shot. That'd been funny if one guy accidentally sneezed and he fell.
It's like,
Like his head flew off his body.
But yeah, like as we mentioned earlier, I think they just made this film too serious, and it really shows, mainly with the mercenary men.
Man, where's my fucking beer?
I actually feel like going to the liquor store after watching this.
It'd be too late. I mean, you need liquor during this thing.
Yeah, I know, but at least get it now and save it for later.
Hey, proposition. Um, Either when you're here in July or maybe even when we're in Chicago for G Fest, we re-commentate on this movie but make it the drunken edition.
Oh god. Or maybe try some other really bad movie. Could do that.
Could. I don't let me open up the list as far as what we haven't done yet. See if there's any.
And by the way, since you're opening up the list, add Dragon Wars to it.
Dragon Wars would be bad, but I don't know if it would be like laughably bad. I'm not sure because like I haven't seen it since 2007 either.
Yeah, it's been so long for me. I don't even remember how it went. To be honest, it's been that long ago. I completely forgot about it.
Okay, searching through the list. What could we do here? Oh, there's Pulgasari, Gigameth,
I know we did.
Death Kappa.
Oh.
We could do Monster X Strikes Back. That one's intentionally funny, though.
I would say Gilgameth probably be a bit better.
Latitude Zero. That one's quite a.
Well, that one's more of a snooze fest, not a drunken.
Yeah,
one.
I know. That's what I was saying. Is that one drags? It's kind of funny. We've done an awful lot of the bad films with the commentaries. Like we've already done Super Monster Gamera.
Well, when we started, we've at least have done some pretty good ones.
Anyways, we probably need to get back to this film.
What else is there about this film? I mean, we basically covered it before we started commentating on it.
Yeah. It's crap. Good day, folks.
Would you trust a guy with a machete in his hand?
I trust him to kill me.
With this film being so bad, maybe. It's like I'd rather have you end my
machete and to chop up this film.
It's like I'd rather have you in my life, so then I wouldn't have to go through this horrible thing.
That'd be funny if he missed and he stabbed himself in the thigh.
It sounded like from from your end, it sounded like he said, fuck. Once he just put this knife back in. Like, fuck. Oh my God. I'm being paranoid.
I would pick that gun up. Blood's gonna come down, I bet.
I don't want to look what's behind me.
It'd be funny if Garuda then snuck up behind him and started making out with him.
Oh, God.
And you just hear...
Yeah, making those type of noises too.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm going to die, am I?
That's what it sounds like.
I'm just hearing things. Oh, it's just great jelly. What is that doing behind my neck? Please don't hurt me, sir. I'm just a passerby. Gone around in circles,
can't even
man.
do the killing scenes right. All right, gotta buy Dragon Wars here. Okay, how come they didn't shoot her like in the chest there?
Yeah, like gone through that camera. I mean, that camera is like made out of plastic and thin metal. It should have gone right through and then hit her. I mean, they can't even get the physics of shooting right.
They can't get the physics of making a good movie right.
But yeah, I think I'll probably get Dragon Wars myself here soon after this. Get the Blu-ray version.
I just bought the DVD. I'm not gonna be spending that kind of money on a
War and Peace, the Criterion Collection. They're still making Blu-ray 3D. Jeez. It's like I'm seeing a 3D one of Avengers Infinity War. I know nothing. And all of his poopy talk.
poppycock. That's a great snack. Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that just recently came out.
It says it's going to be released June 4th.
I thought it just came out. Guess not. Like, I don't even know how Garuda can see like that with all that liquidy type of vision.
I don't know how we can see, considering how bad this movie is.
I mean, we already know it's a bad movie. We're just watching it just for the commentary purpose.
We're basically, this one's more or less just a check mark to say we've done it.
Yeah, and just say move on.
Roll out.
At least we're doing it now, so we won't have to do it later. Like some other movies that we should be doing now instead of having to wait later. Like, for instance, Shin Godzilla.
You know, in all honesty, though, I would rather watch that than this.
And that's saying something, folks. After him ragging on with Shin Godzilla for how many episodes, he rather prefers
Hey, you brought
watching
it
that.
up on this one. I didn't. Watch my back. Okay. Bam, bam.
I didn't say literally. Please, sir, shoot me now.
That's kind of what I've been thinking this whole time.
I don't want to go through this pain. It would have been better if they would have used a different howl instead of just like a stock audio thing of a
How do we know
howl.
this movie isn't made of just stock footage from various films?
Well, the sex probably has been used from other movie, but they just use it for theirs. Owie.
My tushy. Right.
Yeah, like a claw can make that sort of sound.
I can have a suspension of disbelief, but even I am not buying that.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, this movie just throws physics and science out the window.
Couldn't we commentate on Yangri 2001 again? At least we could have fun with that one.
Or at least Shin Godzilla.
Well, that one takes itself pretty seriously, though, too.
I wouldn't say as serious as this one.
Oh, it's still pretty serious. We could make fun of Avengers Infinity War. Haha, not Tony Parker. Tony Stark died.
Basically, we're just seeing almost the same shots over and over again of Garuda.
Well, and that's the thing. Like that tells you something. There's something with the budget and just the limitations of what
Yeah.
they're.
And definitely with the settings that they're using, like mainly throughout this film so far, is just really bare boned.
Why did you leave the gun? She put it down on the ground nicely. I would have kept that gun.
Just being dumb. But yeah, as I was saying that the way that the whole like settings that they use, where it's just all bare bone, like the setting that they're in now, and like the whole museum that they were in, showing all those execs or whatever, they were just really bare bone, and that just really tells you something.
Yeah, they probably filmed it in a person's garage.
Well, there's even some shots there where that one head mercenary guy saving that one girl's life from getting killed or anything. That was right in front of a green screen right there. Because you can definitely tell. I wasn't scared at all. You didn't see anything.
That'd be funny if all throughout the movie the running gag was bullet holes are just creeping up closer and closer to his head.
Or just him with his mouth open and like all the drill just coming out.
You dummy. I think this is an R-rated film, isn't it? Because didn't they drop the F-bomb earlier? It says not rated on the thing, but I thought they dropped an F-bomb earlier.
Well, when it's not rated, I mean, they probably don't even go
The MPAA was like, this is not worth our time.
Yeah. Plus, I don't even know how the ratings, if there is a rating system over in Thailand when they do movies.
He opens up the door and he's on Sesame Street.
A very gritty Sesame Street.
Hi-ho, welcome to Sesame Street, Tim. Let us give you a shave.
And a hug. Oh my god, I can't believe I got scared by electricity.
It'd be funny if Louie the lightning bug just came out and started talking to him about electricity.
Oh my god.
Never climb trees near power lines. Play it smart, little buddy. You gotta keep away from power lines.
Louie the power bug. I remember that thing showed up quite a bit when we were young on TV.
That was like a staple of our childhood.
I don't want to go anywhere right now. I'm just going to stay where I'm at. Is there some EDM concert going on? All these strobe lights. Dude, stop crossing your eyes.
Don't cross the streams.
You're a nerd. I'm going to shove you in this locker.
Because I want what's sad about this whole thing?
What's that?
It's 2 hours we're never going to get back.
2 hours of our lives wasted.
Yeah. If I've seen this 5 times, that's 10 hours of my life that have been wasted.
For me, at least there'll be 6 hours worth of my life.
There's a part of me that's like, let's play a little game at G-Fest. Let me take my version of this film, this copy, and just lay it on a table at G-Fest and see if somebody will take it free of charge. And if they don't over the course of the convention, then we really know.
Really know how it goes with all the Kaiju fans out there. Plus, also, you have to ask yourself, do they even own the movie to begin with? unlike worthless souls like us.
I call ourselves sad saps.
Or sad sack of shits.
What were they thinking?
They weren't even thinking at all.
You're right, we weren't. You can't tell me that if you saw something like that, you wouldn't be like to some extent a little terrified. Like even Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator like had these looks of like, oh my gosh.
But when it comes to the agents of seriousness, I mean, it makes sense for them.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
Doing
That a little
Jeez.
knife.
My God, doing the Matrix with that.
Predator blood.
I also like how they did the whole Japanese style type of action there.
We should have like done a timestamp as far as when the Garuda actually showed up, because right now we're at an hour in.
Boy, the perspective in that entire shot was just off.
This whole movie's off. I want to turn my TV off.
Like, go shit, man. I like how that bolt there is just upside down, where he could have just like what you saw right there. He just easily gets out of there.
Like I was saying, dude, agents are stupid.
Like that guy. Trying to use the most awkward type of fighting skill. It would have been funny like he did that and then did one strong hook to her face.
Yeah, he's like shadow boxing, and then all of a sudden just decides to throw a strong right hook, knocks her out.
Like knocks her out completely. Like, I
I
thought
feel
you were a
sympathy for
man.
a thing that's trying to murder me.
I thought you were a man, but I just now realize you're a nerd. It's like, you just now realize that? But yeah, the way that this nerd guy is acting now is like he's not really having he's not really having it anymore. He's like, I want out of this movie.
He's not that smart.
Yeah, you're right. There, that'll take care of your heroin addict.
Stop it, you're using my minutes.
Be careful.
That shot. That'd be funny if that syringe just came to life and started poking them all. Yeah, you guys like the drugs? Here, have some. That's interesting. You know, Transformers, there never was a robot syringe.
What's that needle doing?
Stop dripping.
Stop creating more blood. It's mine.
Wait a minute, I'm in the military?
How many dog tags do I have?
Whoever can guess gets this jar of jelly beans.
Or a ticket to a massage saloon. It's just not fair.
Bravo, way to
I deserve
way
to
to
die.
way
I
to
mean,
insult it there. You
I like how they
jerk.
saran wrap the like concrete columns.
Oh
there.
yeah, I've never noticed. Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Maybe they rented out a new building and they were like, look.
Another way that you know a movie's gonna be really bad
Yeah, they don't want its filth and stank all over
is
their
the
new-
is the plastic wrap around a setting, just like what's it, Super Monster Gamera, where it's just all like one of the settings is just all cloth, just hanging from a ceiling, just acting as walls and everything. Let's have a staring contest. I did not fart.
Why is this movie in my collection?
Why does this movie exist to begin with? That's the question.
Another sad reality is I paid full price for this.
I did too. A long time ago. By the way, I don't even think we even checked to see if this movie still even exists on.
That's your assignment over the next 30 seconds is to check.
The Garuda. Movies and TV. DVD, $8, and there's actually a Blu-ray.
Oh my gosh.
And someone's trying to sell it for about $23 for it. You've got to be freaking kidding me. 2-disc Blu-ray.
What?
I'll send you a link.
There's a bunch of special features.
I don't know. I haven't delved right into the details. But it looks like it has some sort of different language. Looks like French.
Yeah.
Yeah, subtitles French. Language French. Even though it's
No,
all region.
That Blu-ray cover is incredibly deceiving as well.
Although I do at least like the cover of that one. It's much better than...
It is,
the one
but
on
again,
Blu-ray.
it's still deceiving.
Yeah.
If you've never seen this movie and you're buying that, going in thinking, okay, this thing's going to be terrorizing a city with like shooting asteroids and all that stuff, you're going to be sorely disappointed.
For a second there, I thought you were going to say shooting asses.
A bunch of butts flying through the air, going.
Farting noises on impact.
They're flying so fast, the cheeks just.
Flying, flapping asses.
They call them flappers. Oh my gosh. This is torture.
You know, one question. Why is Scope that ass large?
I got a better question for you. Why did you choose this movie?
My one reason for this is with the flying plane from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 is also called Garuda.
Garuda.
So I just want to somewhat tie this in.
You buffoon.
That's my only reason. Other than that, it's like I wasn't really sure what I'm getting myself into, but then now I'm realizing why.
I'm trying to remember, how did I sit through all of this like 6 years ago so we could discuss it? I mean,
Yeah.
already with this commentary, we've spent about half the time talking about other things.
And that really says something. I bet for those who are going to be watching this while watching the movie, if they have it, or if there's like a full movie of this online somehow, it's like, yeah, I can feel your pain, guys. Saying I'm literally also wasting two hours of my life watching this. Just put your foot down and slide it out.
No, trip that wire, die, and let's end this thing.
Oh, come on. That should have tripped a wire right now with him interfering with her.
That'd be funny if all of a sudden, like, the music goes...
Boy, there's a lot of unnecessary slow motion going on here.
There's a lot of unnecessary film going on here. Again, that's my funny way of saying this shouldn't exist. His lips are purple. Oh my god! That's the funniest part so far in this whole movie. You're getting a little whiff of that wacky tobacco.
Or it just could be weed. I forgot how I set this up.
So I can't remember. Do you pull the wire or like do you not? Like, let's pull the wire and find out.
This movie has made me so dumb I completely forgot.
Haven't you noticed, like, especially during the darker moments of this film, it almost seems like there's either a weird filter or a different type of lens being used because it has this weird coloration going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also with some of the like unnecessary slow motion where it's just like the film or something is just really like
there's an F-bomb
away.
there. So I think we've had like 2 F-bombs in this movie. This is probably going to be the only R-rated kaiju film, quote-unquote kaiju film, that we'll ever watch here.
Like, oh, come on, you didn't even touch him.
Yeah, right, like he could see that pin. That'd be funny if he shot him.
I mean,
that green screen there?
I don't know. Everything's green screen.
I don't know, and I don't care.
Themselves. I mean, there should have been a lot of scenes cut out of this movie to where it shouldn't even be 2 hours. Like a lot of unnecessary shots and scenes.
This whole movie's unnecessary. I mean, they do have a slightly interesting concept. I mean, again, it's not original, but like this god or demigod that
Yeah.
becomes from a different culture, it's going to bring some uniqueness to it that hasn't been, seen before.
Right. It's just it was just really executed poorly. Like if if someone over there decides to reboot it, at least do it right.
No, okay, like you're shut your mouth. You're giving people ideas.
Well, I would at least say do the film right this time. Like give it a better story, setting, all that crap, and none of these damn serious mercenary guys too. Cut them out of it.
Make it a theme park with children.
Oh God, that
Hi,
would be
everybody.
terrible.
Let's count with Garuda. One dead body, two dead bodies, three dead.
I can just see like a short little cartoon animation.
Yes. These guys are very fascistic in their worldview.
Hey, don't be pouty.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What is this whole thing about, Oh. First of all, where is this even coming from? None of this was really developed all that well. And
It's like it just came out of nowhere.
is
It was
this
just
country being run by a dictator?
held by a king. They have a constitutional monarchy.
Constitutional stupidity. Because they made this movie.
I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to check again. Because as of like the last year or two, I've been interested. Like I've been watching a lot of like travel videos and stuff of Thailand and stuff. It looks like a pretty interesting place to go to for vacation. Like there's some areas that are really nice. Let's see. Unitary parliamentary constitutional monarchy under a military junta,
That is quite the title.
which a military junta is a military dictatorship. It's a dictator wherein a military exerts complete or substantial control over political authority. Is different from civilian dictatorship for a number of reasons. Their motivations for seizing power, institutions through which they organize their rule, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because I've heard about this because I think they haven't had any elections in Thailand for the last few or so years, and people are telling them to like get the government back in operation again and have them start getting elections going again.
That's a little unstable, and if you ask me.
Yeah.
You remember those fancy bookmarks I bought last year at G Fest?
I think so.
I found one and then I'm like, oh, let me see if I can find the others, and I can't find them, and it's been driving me nuts all week. I'm like, where did I put them? They couldn't all be in books, could they?
It's sort of like that lanyard thing that you gave me of the Godzilla one. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find it. I'm having a hard time trying to find that. But I'm thinking about for this year, like making our own lanyards.
We need new t-shirts.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making some next month because I know I want to start making like a little promo postcard or business cards for us since
Yeah.
we've got the logo and all that.
There we go again, talking about something else other than this movie.
That's how bad this movie is. I was talking about different stuff. And plus now I'm not even really paying much attention to this movie because I'm peeling dead skin off of my arms from the sunburn last weekend.
I'm not paying attention to this movie. I'm peeling the skin off my face because this movie hates me.
or my body's just having such severe reaction to this movie. My skin is peeling off.
My brain wants to evacuate my skull.
I need a drink after this.
Why is he picking his ear with the antenna of his walkie-talkie?
Like, I'm on to you guys. Get your own room. Maybe I should have joined too. Have it your way.
Oh, shut up. This is a guy who wakes up every morning and looks forward to going to work.
Thinks he has all the power in the universe. Like He-Man. Well, he's not He-Man. He's just some everyday, ordinary guy.
He's a little too tubby to be He-Man. No, it's my sausage.
Oh, God.
I didn't mean it that way.
But still, it was funny nonetheless.
Looks like his shirt there on his shoulder got busted with a bunch of bullet holes.
Oh my God. Don't be so overdramatic. Be serious.
I'm serious about this movie ending.
That guy with his mouth open. Close it, damn it.
That really bothers you.
I mean, look at it. It's like throughout the entire movie, he has it open almost all the freaking time. Does that look familiar to you? No, it doesn't. You are dumb. You know what's going to happen here. Look at that green screen. It's like he doesn't even have him grappled all the way around.
No.
Such unnecessary slow motion.
The makers of this movie never had a good grip around this whole production.
Nope. Oh, come on.
Oh, give me a break. That looked like styrofoam.
It should have crushed his lower half there, so he should be completely paralyzed from the waist down.
Before she ran into a pillar because she wasn't looking forward to. He's taking a gun to a kaiju fight.
Splat!
Bitch slap that guy.
Or like a kaiju bitch slap.
Make a t-shirt of that. Kaiju bitch.
Don't make me kaiju bitch slap you.
This is very Alien 3.
Yeah. It's like they said they use a whole lot of action flick cliches.
You notice how they don't have a ton of civilians in this film?
Because they couldn't afford any of
Right.
them.
Like all the shops here are closed and stuff. Like,
Or maybe it's just a rundown mall area that just recently went out.
jeez. Oh, come on, Earl.
Boy, is all this smoke from your butt? Man, finally outdoors after having the majority of the film underground in that one location.
Finally, the final 30 minutes.
Do we actually have 30 minutes left?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You're funny. Jackass.
I'm not funny. We're being serious, remember?
We're the serious squad.
No, we're the agents of seriousness. I'm trying to act tough.
Oh, G.I. Joe.
No, I can't. I'm deaf.
They need more cell towers in Thailand. They haven't been able to get anybody on the phone throughout most of the movie.
Well, it's probably because of all those like tingling power lines and stuff that they have over there.
Power lines.
Have you actually seen how they have all their power lines?
Oh, product placement. You see Panasonic there? Why is there a Panasonic store near, like, literally in this industrial thing? That makes no sense.
No clue. I thought they were in a commercial area. Now they're back in an industrial place.
Yeah.
Jesus. This movie is making me so confused right now.
What were they thinking?
I thought they were in like a like downtown
Oh,
Bangkok or something there.
I remember this. Like, he finds like a half bottle of water and like a half-eaten burger here.
So what's actually going on with this sewer?
First of all, that manhole cover ain't big enough for that Garuda to get through.
How would you know?
Well, look at the Garuda. It's called scaling. See, look at that Panasonic. That
scaling. What does it even matter with this movie? Scaling doesn't exist in this movie, okay?
all this movie has been is nothing but a bunch of waiting periods.
And really long shots too.
I mean, I could have watched paint dry and I would have been more excited. That side's dry.
Or actually the Shio Dome live stream in Tokyo, That's much more entertaining than this.
Hi there. Will you be my daddy? So fucking random.
Come on out and see more product
Oh,
placement.
another product placement.
Oh my god, he's not going through there.
How did he figure out that the Garuda was gonna?
He just must be sidekick, I guess.
Encore. Encore. Tim died. That'd be funny when he died. Like the camera zooms up on her face, and then she in slow mo raises her arms up in the air.
So what?
She's got this
Why
big
are they
vibe
using
small on her face, and she goes,
Why are they
"Yeah."
using the frame transitions here?
Why are they filming this?
Don't close your eyes when you're going to shoot. Come on.
I'm sure the Geneva Convention has something in there now about making movies like this.
Oh yeah, they have one particular section in the Geneva Convention about
that specifically names this movie.
Oh my god, look at the skyscrapers. So bad CGI.
Those people
I'm
should have been
sorry.
like cut. What was it?
More
Pepsi
product.
Yeah.
Historic of America. Is that the name of that place? Historic of America? It is. You mean History of America or like Museum of America, but why would you have that there in Thailand to begin with? Route 66. Oh God. You're trying to make it like it's in America, but it's Thailand. Why would you want to try to make it like
appealing
America?
to Western audiences.
Oh my God. And even the kids wearing American related t-shirts. Oh my God. That visual effect of the explosion there, it was so fake. How many minutes do we have left?
Too many. Let's see here. Oh my God. We got like 21 minutes.
Oh, really?
That was only 9 minutes.
Well, at least we can just say we've got 20 more minutes.
That guy's cigar should be pixelated.
At least we got 20 more minutes left of hell here.
You make that sound like that's an honor.
It sort of is because we don't have to really review this again.
We should
unless
create our own, like, instead of like Cub Scouts, we create Kaiju Scouts and you get badges for certain things. There should be a badge for enduring this piece of crap.
That's a pretty cool idea. It seems like now it's just becoming a completely different movie in a way. Like Death Kappa.
It's still shitty.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that for the record. Your Honor, for the record, I still want to say that this film is still shit. You threw it around in a nutshell.
That makes no sense. Well, don't give me that look.
There's a lot of dead space. That's the thing. They call that a brilliant plan, and all she said, we need to use a decoy. Well, how the fuck are you gonna kill this thing? Like, again, you shoot it, it does nothing. That's a very good plan. I'm a 4-star general. Herp-a-dope-a-derp.
With
Let's
quotes,
rate McDonald's and
with
Pepsi
quotes
Cola.
around 4-star. Out of all the movies that we have commentated so far in our history of Daikaiju Network, I think this movie is by far the one that we've really panned the most.
This is the one I've disliked the most. As Jack Palance would say, "Ah, I see. Oh, you're my number one. Just like it. Ah." I'm about ready to stand up, throw my arms up in the air, and go, done. Where's Shovel Knight when you need him? I need someone to bury this garbage.
Sir, I'm seeing nothing.
Pine saw my gun. That'd be funny if he accidentally shot himself. This movie needs more stupid stuff like that.
Or just more versions of like Tex Arcana dubbings. I think that would have been more fitting for this movie.
That guy was with the gun was saying, I'm ready for some action. I'm sitting here going, yeah, no shit, I am too.
Saying him shooting the gun while he was cleaning it. It would have been funny if he had actually had it backwards. And then once he launches the rocket launcher, it just everyone just dies on that
Or he
rooftop.
had it the right way, like he does, and he pulls up Grand Theft Auto Vice City. He shoots the ground and he launches himself like 85 feet in the air, and then falls like however many stories on that building and splats on the
Oh my god!
ground. He ragdolls that. He ragdolls that. Shit.
I'm gonna just throw this up there to see if it kills him.
Unbelievable. There's a third one. I mean, even the F-bomb is too good for this film. The F,
Or it's just a waste. Or it's just a waste of an F-bomb.
The F word is probably sitting at home like, geez, guys, why are you bringing me into this?
Like, come on, I don't want to be in your stinking movie.
I didn't ask to be. I should sue you.
Like, even the F word doesn't want to be appreciated in a film like this.
I'm just an F-bomb. Didn't ask to be in your movie.
He's like, I'm fucked.
About time, too.
And that rocket launcher seems really huge coming out from that thing. It's like, why is he standing there? Oh. I think that missile had plenty of time to go over that building.
Yeah, I know.
Like Garuda went up way too early. Okay, there was a lot of explosions.
Yeah.
Then it's like that was really delayed.
Well, they showed it like 45 seconds earlier, blowing part of that up.
You know, I'm starting to realize I swear this movie is made by the Asylum. Just the way it looks.
I swear this movie's crap.
I'll stop him. My gun.
With my Glock.
See, more unnecessary fade transitions.
Oh my gosh.
How much more of this movie do we have?
I'm almost afraid to look. 11 minutes. I'm about ready to bring a frying pan up and ding ding.
At least it's 11 minutes. At least we're almost done with this POS.
And like I said, like there was potential in this if they took more time to just think things through and to actually, storyboard the film better to include better action and trim it down to have it last no more than 90 minutes.
Yeah, because There's a lot of shots in here that's a lot of dead space, a lot of people not saying anything, a lot of extended scenes that should have been cut out to where it should have been 90 minutes or possibly less to make it much more impactful.
He technically, his gun ran out of bullets sooner, but then the camera like panned over to make sure that they tried hiding that quickly, but they failed.
That looks like yummy goo.
Looks like tar. How is he not dead? He's gotten swiped by that thing at least twice. Garuda sucks at killing people.
And two, I don't even know why Garuda ripped his other wing off, because now he won't be able to fly again.
Well, he couldn't anyways because the wing was damaged. That'd be funny if he was like, "Oh yeah, you think that's crazy? Watch me rip my head off."
Well, at least he would have given it. He should have given it time to like heal and all that, instead of having it to rip it off completely.
Now this is dumb. I totally forgot about this. It's chasing after the claw.
That looks like solid concrete, not a building.
You probably are right.
And also, is that blood? Like streaming down the building?
It looks like it. I wondered that too. I'm like, well, no, but just let her go, dude. She's not worth it.
You know what? What if he sneezed and just like Onyx?
It'd be funny if he sneezed and his right arm just fell off.
More unnecessary slow motion.
Let's end this movie on a happy note and have everybody here die. I thought he ran out of bullets.
Apparently, he still has some left. Come on, dude, get it.
Get some.
Even this scene is just taking way too freaking long. Just get it done with already.
I got better things I could be doing.
Well, we can't because we're doing a freaking
I know.
commentary.
Thanks a lot, Jason. Damn you.
At least we're getting it out of the way so we wouldn't have to do it again. unless.
That wasn't even earned.
Okay, the whipped wing is on the wrong side. I just realized.
That is, yeah, you are right.
Just realized that after seeing this for the third time in my life. Let's make out now.
And then they both jump to their deaths.
Oh. So now it's on the right side, the ripped ween. It's been funny. It's like he comes back to life. It's like, you thought I was dead, didn't you?
He starts singing show tunes.
And that was it. And they thought that they were going to make a sequel, but that never happened. Thank God.
The world thanks you for it. The world's more happy that you didn't make a sequel than they are about you making one in the first place.
All right, I'm going to turn on my camera here.
Let's see here.
But yeah, throughout the remainder of the film, I was literally just sitting like this all the time.
Fucking movie. I knew it was bad, but I had totally forgotten how bad it was.
Yeah, same for me too.
I mean, like we said, there's so much dead space. It's a lot of times it's then like, dun 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 dun.
Seems like your camera thing is going really slow on your end there. But yeah, it's just a lot of dead space with them not really doing anything. Really long, unnecessary extended scenes or shots or whatever you have it. Just some really bad visual effects.
Yeah, the camera's slow on your end too.
Yeah. I would say it would be on the level of like a film that was made by the Asylum. For those that may know what the Asylum is, they make all those rip-off movies like Atlantic Rim or Transmorphers or really those god-awful movies.
Why do people do this to us? I'm telling you right now, we are not covering Atlantic Rim. We are not doing any of that stuff.
No.
Is that stuff even available on Amazon? I gotta go check.
Well, I wouldn't be a bit surprised that they are, because they're the ones that are famously known for making Sharknado.
Oh. Let me see here. I mean, this is a definite pass, and for us schmucks, it's a definite sell.
Yeah, there's really not much for us to say in
Atlantic Rim
in the final thoughts.
Atlantic Rim Resurrection, which I'm sure is the sequel, is on Prime Video.
Oh my God.
There's a movie called Tomb Invader. Atlantic Rim, multi-format, $5.98. Transmorphers. Independence Day, but it's spelled INDEPENDENTS apostrophe. Alien
yeah,
Convergence.
but yeah, this is what that movie reminds me of. All those films that been made by the Asylum. That's what this movie reminds me of.
Atlantic Rim World's End. Why do people do this?
They just do. They just want to make a quick buck. That's all.
They're making quick crap is what they're doing.
Basically.
Yeah, I mean this is just bad to say the least. It's not even it's not worth your time. I mean, it's not. I mean again, I'm glad that we watched it together because then at least we, you know, could suffer together at the same time.
At least just get it out of the way and wouldn't have to really do it again unless if there was some reason one of us says, oh, let's review
The
all
drunken
these
party.
other movies, or do like another version of this, but like a drunken version, like a drunken podcast show or
I could
something.
see us having fun with that, like up to like 45 minutes to an hour in, and then after that we'd just be sitting there like, really?
Yeah.
Like, dude, this is just some this is some shit. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, Death Kappa is amusingly bad. It's still horrible, but I would
If you
argue
had to
Death
compare with,
Kappa's sort of in the same league as Reptilian.
it's like with this movie and Death Kappa, if you compare those two, which one do you think is better? I'm probably guessing what your answer might
I
be.
I hate you for even asking me that because neither one of them is good. Um, to be very honest, I would have to say Death Cap is better.
I had a feeling you probably would answer Death
Let's
Kappa.
do some decent movies from now on. I mean, it's gonna be a while anyways until we do another commentary, but um,
Well, yeah, because
yeah,
we have was it at least two more shows, which are actually going to be uh, two consecutive podcast shows.
yeah.
One
But
with
anyways,
Godzilla, and then Godzilla King of the Monsters.
yeah. But anyway, this isn't worth your time, folks. This is don't bother. Just don't bother. I'm so mad I'm not getting these last 2 hours of my life back.
But I
Thank you
didn't.
so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed some of this.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be this bad. But now, 6 years later, it's like, holy crap! Some of this has now come back to me.
I am seriously considering like dumping this. But there's a part of me that's somewhat of a completist, even though this isn't a Japanese one, but
Well, you say that, but you had was it Zakor and Krop, but then you got rid of those.
that's true.
And do you still have Demi King?
Oh yeah.
At least you still have that one.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, there's a good idea somewhere in this world about what I could do with that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening. We hope that there was something relatively amusing for you. So
Yeah,
take care. We'll see you later.
Yeah, and make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell icon, so you can get the latest updates on our videos, as well as subscribing to us on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play Music, and also follow us on the other social media platforms. So, when, by the way, when is the next podcast date that we're going to be doing?
May 11th.
May 11th. Okay. Oh crap! I forgot to tell you. Was it our parents? They're going to be coming up here on that same weekend, so we probably will have to actually push that back another week.
So May 18th.
Yeah, basically.
Well, now I got to go and edit that post on their page.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening.
Wait, don't be so mopey. All right, catch you guys on May 18th for Godzilla versus Space Godzilla.